Never gonna stop.
All right, let's see when we're always a little earlier. It always shows us that we're on the YouTube on Zoom before it shows it that it actually pops up on my computer. But we are now live, baby.
Yeah.
All right, I'm taking us off there just so I can see here, bringing up the notes. Hijack.
I'm high
And
and I'm jacked.
all right, here we go, baby. Welcome back to Hijack the Podcast. We're here to talk about Season 2, Episode 2, Control, directed by Jim Field Smith and written by Guy Bolton. Sam urges Otto to keep his cool as passengers begin to suspect something is wrong. Police Chief Vinter races to mount a response. My name is Axel. His name is Heath. We've got 22 minutes to give you Hijack. What's up, Heath? I'm going to
What's
start the
up?
clock.
Stop the clock. What's up, Axel? I'm jacked. I'm high. I'm jacked. I'm excited. I love the clock. I got Jack Bauer flashbacks, but no, Sam Nelson is our new Jack Bauer. I'm excited.
Yes. All right, here we go. We're back. Episode 1 was fun. I like this show.
I like the show too. I'm not
You
gonna
think we
lie.
can you think we can do it in 22 minutes?
I think we could do it in 22.7 because I just
Okay, let's
wasted
see what
point 7.
happens
Yeah, let's see.
and start. All right. When we last left off, Sam hijacked Wagon 2600. All right. So, what did you think of this episode, Solo?
At first, I wasn't sure. And then I'm like, well, they got to get into what's going on. And then I found myself getting lost in the episode again and just really into it. I think it was just me trying to get into it. I'm like trying to like, okay, I think because in my mind, it was like, okay, I'm so focused on he can't be bad. He's hijacking for a reason. It's our Idris. He can't be.
Yeah.
So no, I thoroughly enjoyed it and I liked bringing in Clara or Clara. I don't know how do you
Yes.
pronounce it, Merle or
Whatever you
Merrill.
want. Whatever you want,
I
buddy.
really liked her, and I have some suspicions and some
Yep.
questions and
Yep.
some
Yep.
excitement. And we get a
Yes.
few new people,
We
like a little
do.
Toby Jones
Yes, we learn more about him. We
playing
see
Mr.
him.
Faber.
Very good stuff. Yeah, I like this episode. I felt the stuff on the train itself was slightly suspect and it was dragging a little. Everything else I enjoyed. I like the quick little cuts. Like we were talking about this scene when we're introduced to Ada Winter at her daughter's recital, and you were like, "What scene?" But that's okay because
Throw me under the
they
bus, huh?
well, I'm just
No,
saying
it's
that
fine.
even us, this show loves to throw in like a 30-second scene
Yeah.
that if you look away, you miss something huge, like the hotel scene and the phone and all that, which we'll get to. If you miss that, that's a huge thing. But
Yeah.
if you know, you could have looked away for a second and missed it. It does that like 3 or 4 times an episode. More so in this episode, I think they're kind of putting the pieces together. Um, my only issue was it took so long to discuss whether they were going to send like a SWAT team down there.
Okay, that's where I was a little, I want to say suspect, but I was a little like, oh, come on. And then you have your typical guy, what's going on? I'm gonna go to the conductor's office and I'm gonna bang
Yeah.
on the door. And then he'd get the worst thing did was bang on that door and be that
Yes,
guy.
yeah, yeah.
Um,
So they did explain it later, you know, and also it's this. We have to remember, and one of the things I love is that this is in Berlin. This is another country. And
yeah,
in Germany and other countries, they are not as happy to send in tanks to any situation as in
right.
America, where every
America,
police
we're
force
ready.
since 9/11 has like a
Yeah.
tank in their garage. You know what I'm saying? Like a SWAT team. So they did want to wait and try to talk to him and figure it out first. But the fact that they didn't know where the train was and the whole thing of finding the map and oh, it went down this train and it was still, it really wasn't, explain that well. And also, we saw it, and they literally went like 100 feet after the guy switched the track and the train stopped. You know what I'm saying? So like, I just wanted at least one person to go down and investigate. Like I thought that Edward, the manager who's working with Clara, when he
Mhm.
says at the beginning, when they kind of set the tone, Clara's like, the train's been hijacked, and he comes down, they start talking to Sam, and then he's like, I'm gonna go find the train. I thought he was physically gonna go down to the track. Instead, he just goes, looks at some maps.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
So
I
I was
make
a little like, maybe you have to do a little bit more than that, Edward. You know what I mean? But they
eh,
want the drama to continue.
a little map doesn't hurt anyone because I looked at that. I'm like, man, if I busted out a map of a subway or whatever, would I be able to read that? I was like, this guy, of course, does, but I'm just like, God, I haven't read a map in so long.
When I was teaching video production at a school in Manhattan, I had a student, his name's Victor. He could be listening to this, who knows?
Hey,
And
Victor.
he was amazing and obsessed with subway maps and train maps and could draw them out and knew all the trains. And, there's a lot of people in New York who are into trains and the subways. And that train map looks kind of simplified. It doesn't even look like I get the
Yeah,
suspicion that Berlin is much larger than the map that they're showing right there. That's only a portion. That's not the whole city, right?
can't. I mean, it can't be right.
I don't know. I mean, if it
I
was
mean,
New York, it'd be all, I
I know
mean,
they show the map where it intersects, where
right.
passengers can get off, but
Yeah.
but I mean, in Prague, I mean, Prague's not, I don't think as big as Berlin, but if you look at the map of the subway and stuff, it's pretty simple. It's simpler than New
Oh,
York.
okay. Maybe. Oh, okay.
Maybe that's a European
And
thing.
that's
There's
interesting.
usually like three or four lines. They intersect at a main hub, but it's very simple. And I do notice that subways are very clean in Europe compared to a lot of them in America. It's
I
just
have, yes.
a whole different view. So this one reminds me of the Czech subway I've been on many a times.
Hmm,
Um, so I was kind
interesting.
of like, it threw me back there a
Yeah.
little bit. But
That place that you're talking about is called Berlin Alexanderplatz.
yes, look at
And which
you,
is,
Axel.
I
You're
love
like
it.
Alexander Duplat over here. Or Dumas,
Well,
or
that's
whatever.
also a very famous German TV show by Rainer Werner Fassbender. Not the
Oh,
actor Michael Fassbender. I don't think they're related, but that's a great series, very
oh,
famous series. But it's named after Alexander the Great.
yeah.
That's what it is. Alex's place, I guess it is. But I love every time they say that, and I love all the German shit. Continue to love it. And I thought it was kind of cool how they did the thing that we talked about early in this episode, but instead of tricking us, they just did it outright. Where Sam's like, "Does anyone speak English?" Right? And then
Right.
once um, Olivia and Toby Jones enter, they have to speak English because they don't
Right.
understand, right? So eventually, it's like the show slowly just everyone starts speaking English.
See, they did this pan behind like the computers, and I thought we were gonna get the
Yeah,
Valkyrie
me too.
thing,
Me
but they
too.
went
When she
back to
said, yeah,
subtitles, and I was like,
they
oh,
did.
okay.
They
I
did.
like
It's a
that.
mix.
I like the
Yeah, it's a
mix.
mix, but it's giving us the opportunity in the main places, which is the subway car itself and control, they're speaking English. So mostly, so I kind of think that's okay, but I like the mix because I like being,
Yeah, it
I
brings
like
you.
being exposed to it.
It doesn't feel. I mean, I know I don't really have a problem if it's subtitles or not. We've had many movies and TV that just go English, they use English as Portuguese and Shogun and stuff like that.
Yes, of
But
course,
having
yeah.
the Americans,
Japanese.
the Japans, having the Americans on the subway, the Japan, having the Americans on the subway, of course, adds it
Yes.
to,
Yeah.
so. All right,
Yeah.
I know we got like 3 minutes left. So let's,
No, we don't. We have
oh, we're
like
good.
we got a good we
We've
got
got
like
time.
15
Okay.
minutes left. We're
Oh,
good. We're
wow.
good.
Okay.
Just a shout out in the beginning that I did not catch May this episode. Did you see her? I didn't even see her on the train. Remember the girl who's trying to get a job from
No,
him
there
last
is a shot.
episode? Oh,
There's a
okay.
shot or two of her that I did
Okay.
see
All right.
when
Good.
the announcements are going on. When Otto's
Ah,
doing the
nice.
announcements,
See?
they do have a shot of her, but she does. I don't believe she speaks.
Okay. See? I missed shit too. This show does throw a lot of fast stuff is happening.
And
Um,
furious.
so generally to go through this episode, I think we have kind of four different or five different plot points or people that we're following that all come to intersect. We have meeting Ada Winter, who is our police chief. First, we see her at her daughter's recital. The bald guy whose name neither of us can recall, nor I looked all over the internet and I watched the episode. I don't think that he's named.
Let's just call him Hugh Dillon.
Okay, Hugh.
Eon. Eon.
Eon.
Oh,
So
Hugh.
Eon,
Eon.
her number
Eon.
two comes
Her
and
number two.
grabs her from the murdering of Beethoven that her daughter was doing. We have a
Now I remember. Now I
yes,
remember.
we have a scene with her in the car. Okay, then we have this stuff going on with Olivia. Then we have this stuff going on with Control. Then we have this stuff going on with Control and the train. And then we have this stuff going on in the train, right?
And
Then we have the stuff going on with Marcia, the ex-wife, who's out in the
oh,
woods,
yeah,
right? Okay.
doing Mark Wahlberg. What was that movie? Shooter.
Oh, Shooter. Oh, yeah, that was pretty good.
Yeah, not a bad
You
movie.
know, I
They
liked
did a
Shooter.
series.
I liked
Yeah.
Shooter. So Marcia is in the Outback or wherever she is. And we also have Marco back at Marco's apartment with Zoran and the hotel that we mentioned. Did I miss anything?
Well, I guess it's grouped in there, but I guess the outer rim of the subway where people are evacuating people and
And we have the outer rim of the subway and the station manager woman who would not let Otto take a shit
yes,
last
who was
episode.
concerned
Was
with Otto.
concerned with Otto, and we get her, and it all kind of comes together. They did a good way of kind of weaving it all together. But
Right.
basically, what we start out with is the conversation between Sam, Edward, and Clara, where he outlines what's happening. I've hijacked the plane. I've not the plane. I've hijacked the train. There's over 200 passengers. You have to follow my instructions. I want you to contact the government because I want John Bailey Brown. Now we know we talked about this last week. He is the man who's behind the Kingdom Airline uh, debacle and a key player in Cheapside, which I found this out. This was mentioned last year. That's the company that was behind the hijacking. Remember,
Right.
there's a corporation, it's called Cheapside. So we're directly linking this back to last season. That's Sam's demand. He also says he knows he's in Germany and the government knows where he is. We also get a big fat shot of a briefcase that is sitting on the ground. This basically sets out what happens in the whole rest of the episode. And I do want to mention, we hadn't mentioned before, I like the title sequence. Nice title
Oh, and it's a
sequence.
new theme song.
Yes. It is Kiss the Sky by Yonoka with vocals by Nino Machella.
Oh, Nino. Yeah, I like the song, but yeah, I noticed, and I forgot to mention that last week because I'm very much a theme
Yeah.
person when they use
Yep.
music, and
Yep.
I dug this one. There's been some good ones.
Yep.
A lot of music and a lot of these streaming shows, especially like British shows and stuff. I remember that NBC show, The Jackal or Jackal, like a lot of European music that I haven't heard before. So of course I'm
I dig
downloading.
it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's
I
awesome.
like it. That's a good one. Um, we quickly, again, we're introduced to Police Chief Winter, or Vinter, as I like to call her. And then we catch up with Olivia. She's at the British Embassy, of course. She's meeting with Arnold Goth, a representative from Germany's Federal Office of Justice. She shows him pictures of CCTV footage from Hamburg border control that's reportedly shows that Sam wants him to see. It shows John Bailey Brown the man responsible for the season one hijacking. But Goth doesn't want to have anything to do with it. He's like, that could be anyone. You should do what your
Yeah.
predecessors did and ignore this guy. He dug a hole for himself. So I feel like he knows what's up with John Bailey Brown. What do you think, Solo?
I think yes. I think there's a reason why he's in Germany and why he's kind of protected in a way. Like
Yeah.
so there's
Aha.
something going on.
The German government. Yes. Yes.
He could be an
Also, by the
informant for
way,
them or who knows.
some deep shit is going on here,
Yeah,
right? This company could have ties to the German government, arms, who knows what's happening.
right.
By the way, Olivia is actually the young child. She played the young child in Children of Men. She was the little
That's
girl in Children of Men.
yes. Oh my gosh, that's awesome.
Want to know that?
I
Key was her
forgot
name.
about that.
Claire Hope
Love that movie.
Ashiti is her name. That's not a
Whoa,
great
don't
last name, but that
don't
is her
don't
last name.
don't
Ashite, maybe it's
don't call her
pronounced.
ah shitty.
It's Ashitey. Ashitty. That's kind of how you
A
pronounce it, right?
shitey.
Ashitey. Ashitey.
That probably works.
Ashitey.
Hello,
Um,
shitey.
anyway,
Anyway,
winter's on the way to control. She says the British have been notified. She claims no one knows where John Bailey Brown is. Okay. They're still trying to figure out where the train is. They can't physically locate it. Train's getting heated. Now we're learning a little about the people on the train. I gather that the two teachers, or I think they're English language teachers. They're trying to teach these German kids
right.
English, right? I gather that they're also boyfriends, the way
It
that they're
looked
kind
like
of
they had a
talking,
moment.
and
It looked like they had a
yes,
moment there.
and the kids
Um,
pick up on it too.
but isn't it English students teaching German, not German
Oh,
teaching English?
oh, okay. Yeah,
I
you're
don't think
right.
they're
You're
German
right.
students.
Are
They're
they? I think they're
some
German
of
learning
them aren't.
English. Maybe they're
Oh, because
international. Well, you know
no,
what? We're going to learn more about them.
we're gonna
See,
learn more about them,
we're
but I'm
going to
pretty
learn more
sure
about
they're
it. With all the
American.
subtitles and all, it's hard to
Because if
tell,
they
but I
were
think Solo's
German
right.
students learning English, they would be speaking in German a lot. And then because remember, it goes use German, learn your
Yes, you're
German.
right. You're
So
right. You're right. You're
anyway,
absolutely right. I'm sorry. I'm.
don't be sorry.
You know what?
This is a lot going on, Axel.
I was distracted by Freddie and the lawyer lady who are getting increasingly agitated about what's going on, and I am suspicious about her. I'm suspicious about that woman who's hanging out with Freddie, and she said she was a lawyer. I'm a little suspicious
Yeah,
of her.
I'm with you. I
Um, Go ahead.
no, I'm just saying it's we're early on and we're kind of trying to like move the chess pieces of who could be in on it, who's not. And I'm excited to get to
Mhm.
that when you're ready. But I don't trust, there's a lot of people I don't trust right now. So
Yes, definitely. Most deaf, yo, most
most
deaf.
deaf. I like most.
Well, this whole time we go back and forth, and Sam and Otto keep on having conversations, and they're very coded, right? And even when Sam talks to Control or anyone, he keeps on saying things like, "You're gonna get people hurt. Something bad is going to happen." He's not threatening them. He's not saying I'm going to hurt someone. I'm
Mhm.
going to kill someone. He's just keeps on saying you, and he keeps on saying to Otto too, follow the plan, do what you were told to do our roles, just things like that. That's all he says this whole episode. And we go, it's like 10 times they're talking to each other. And it's basically this same kind of code that they're throwing. Otto's like, let's go away. What should we do? And he's like, follow the plan, right? It's the same shit.
Yeah, no, you know, it's funny because my ear really picked up on that, how, what was Sam's wording.
Yeah.
And the fact that he's saying something bad's gonna happen, like you said, like I like that because I didn't know. I mean, honestly, going into this blind, the first episode, I didn't know if there were like double hijacks going on, like if Sam had his own plan and these other people were doing it. So I'm glad we got the confirmation that he
Right.
Otto took the money and this is all Sam's.
Yes.
So that I'm glad
But
they clarified that a bit.
it still may be a double triple cross happening on the
Well,
inside. You know what
well,
I'm saying?
I think there's a lot going on in the
But you're right.
control
You're right.
room.
Yes, Sam is a part of it. He didn't just interrupt a plan. They know, and he's a
Yeah,
part of
no,
it,
yeah.
as far as we can tell at a certain level.
Right.
Um, so we get this whole thing with the emergency brake, and he's got to go get it. It makes everyone suspicious and blah, blah, blah. That was interesting, but it was kind of just, it was basically all in service of bringing Freddie back to the cabin, or what are we calling it?
Oh yeah, we haven't called anything yet. The
The
cockpit, the pit,
cockpit.
the
That's what
cockpit.
that whole thing is in service of. Eventually, Freddie gets pulled in, right?
Yeah,
At the same time, Olivia is investigating what's happening at the embassy, hearing little bits, talking to this person, talking to a main guy. She finally finds out that the hijacker is British. She somehow puts it together. I even on my second watch, I couldn't figure out how she figures out that it's Sam. But
I know
she
the answer.
okay, what's the answer?
She's in on it. The whole plan is her going to control to have an inside person
Oh,
there.
God damn it, Solo. You're
The
fucking
only,
awesome.
but
You're right. You're
the
right.
only thing that would throw that a wrench in that, but there's a alternative. So when they finally find out, when she gets there and it finally finds out Sam, they know who Sam is. When they say, Sam Nelson, he gives this expression like, oh, they found out who I am. But then I'm like, maybe I misinterpret that. Maybe that's a clue to him knowing, Olivia is there. It worked.
Yes.
She got there.
Yeah.
I think the whole
Yeah.
meeting, him not showing up, that whole thing, because he was looking at the cameras, throwing away the soda. So
Yeah.
he knows he left a trail. So I think that she's a plant,
Yeah.
is in on it. That's what I think.
Yep. 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 So Otto resets the alarm. Um, Ada arrives at control and she starts talking to Sam. They start communicating. Sam tells her that she's got to find JBB. And he keeps on giving hints that he's not the bad guy, right? That
Right.
he's caught up in something, not right. And I think she's picking up on it. That's what I wanted to say. Is I think Ada is picking up on the fact they kind of know what happened on the kingdom thing, so it must be in their mind. This guy's involved. Could it be other people who are forced to do something they don't want to do?
Hmm.
So I think she's kind of I get an intelligence from her. And then
Me
of
too.
course we see Mr. Faber, Toby Jones. She's like, "What's he doing here?" And he comes up with let's see, the auto blah blah blah. Okay.
It looks like his idea was to keep that train in
Right.
front of them because they
That's
were
what I
going to
was gonna
move.
say.
Yeah, because they were going to move all the trains, and she's like, "Move them? Really?"
Well, he also has a conversation with Ada about whose jurisdiction it is, and he claims he doesn't know where JBB is, but I'm getting the sense that he does too.
Yeah, there's a
I think, yeah.
lot. There's a reason why Mr. Faber's there. I
Yep.
thought he could be in on it with Idris or with Sam as well. But I
Right.
kind of like the Olivia one a little more because it would make sense. This plan's been in motion. Um,
Yep. Yep.
because
Yeah.
she's very eager to give his name. Like, I can't believe Olivia would be like, Sam lost it and he's hijacking. I can't. She was the kid in Children of Men.
You and that was so suspicious too, how she off camera she tells him and then he comes in and then she's just standing in the background. They kind
Yeah.
of pushed her to the background in this very important thing that is discovered. I like it that she's a plant.
Yeah.
We do also have to mention, let's talk about Marcia. Marcia's back in the woods. She's hanging out. She's having fun. She climbs up a mountain to make a phone call. Guess who it is? It's our old friend, Max Beasley, right? Police Officer Daniel
Daniel,
O'Farrell.
baby.
And she says, "Did you send me flowers sent to Marcia Nelson? Because that's not her name anymore because she
No,
married Daniel, right? So
my
that,
brother, he's older than me.
yeah,
And you still feel the pain.
then he's like, "No, I didn't send you flowers." And then we're like, "Uh-oh, what about those people who gave the flowers?" Later, she goes back to her cabin. The door is open, and we hear a creak upstairs, and that's all we see of Marcia.
I know. I know.
That's it. That's all we get. Um, Another fun scene we have, which is away from the main action, is at Marco's apartment, where Zoran Beck and the Berlin police are going through. I think it's Marco's apartment. They might be at another apartment, like, because remember, they just appeared last episode hunting these terrorists. They got a tip,
Yeah, and
and
they
it
went to
turned
some
out
apartment. Yeah.
right. And that was Marco, who we saw switch the tracks. He
Right.
dressed up
Right.
as the construction worker.
Right.
Now they find a phone in the toilet. Marco calls the last number. It rings at a hotel room. Looks like a nice hotel room. The
Yeah,
the
it is.
housekeeping is cleaning up. We see the phone. There's many messages from Marcia, and it's Sam's phone, and it says Marco on it. So he knows what's up. He's involved. We can assume he knows Marco,
Right.
Otto. It's getting it all together, baby.
Sounds like
By
our
the way,
fantasy football
Solo,
league.
we're at 24 minutes.
I know.
Uh,
You went recap on me, Axel, instead of just talking
yeah,
about the
baby.
points. You got
I'm
me.
going. I'm moving
You
past.
you
I'm moving.
wanted to go
I know.
longer. You
No,
wanted
I
to go
didn't want
longer.
to. I didn't
You
want
did.
to. I
You
didn't want
can't
to.
conform. We had a
Um,
perfect pace last week. Why are you ruining it? Talking about Ada Winter. Now go ahead. Go.
okay. They talk about sentence, but I can go. The rest of everything's going to take us 2 minutes. They talk about sending SWAT in. They say, don't send them in. Just let them kind of watch what's happening, right? Um, Sam and Otto miraculously discover that the place where they have stopped the train because, as you said, Toby, Mr. Faber came up with the idea to block them in somewhere, right? But this is the thing. The exact place where he said block them in is also a mini control center where they can easily get off the train and see everything that's happening. This is again suspicious.
That's why I think both of them, Olivia and Faber, are involved.
Okay, I think so. I think
I
so.
I I mean now
Um,
I Faber could have another alternative with these intelligence guys. Like he could
yeah,
be in, but has something else brewing, or
yeah,
he's doing it in order to save his buddy JBB. Who
yes.
knows?
Eventually, what happens is Sam uses these cameras to kind of watch what they're doing. And he tells them if they don't move the train by 11 a.m., he gets Freddie's hands tied up. He gives him the briefcase. He sends him out into the Alexanderplatz, and he says, "Go by every camera you can.
Yes.
When you see a camera, go by it." So we got Freddie there. He's got the briefcase. We've got this big thing. You've only got till 11 a.m. to move the train. But at the same time, Sam's watching everything on the monitors, and he's also keeps flicking his lighter, which he has been playing with the entire episode. And they flash like a garbage can full of stuff that he's like, look, so is he gonna light this on fire? Who knows? Because they don't move the train. And he goes, I'm sorry I had to do this. The TV cameras cut out, and the episode ends.
Well, Freddy's. Help me! Help me!
Yep. That's it. That's
That's
it.
it. So
What do you think happens, Solo?
I don't know. I don't know. I really don't.
Okay. I
I
feel
don't.
like that
I
was
feel like
like
there
an
isn't a bomb in
EMP or
there.
something. No, no. I
I
think
don't
it's
think
like
there's
an
a bomb in there.
EMP. Yeah.
Oh yeah, that would be. I don't. It's not a bomb where people are gonna explode. No, it's just
No,
not.
no.
Um,
No, it's not a
I'm
big bomb.
wondering
It's just like an EMP.
because our boy Daniel is probably not gonna be. I can't see him being a big thing in Germany. Maybe he's gonna go save his wife. Maybe that's what the storyline's gonna be or something on that mountain. I mean, she's supposed to come back home tomorrow, but
I
she may not make
why
it.
Where's the sun? Is that what the anniversary is? We didn't get any mention of the sun in this
No.
episode again. He said he was going to call her because why is she there? I have to assume that the son died, but is she also somehow involved with what Sam is doing? And that's why she got out of the city and is hiding when this is all going down.
Yeah.
So
I mean, it
there's
seemed
things that are
like,
happening here.
but it seemed like the way she was talking to Danny, it seemed like she just needed to get away for a few days, kind of thing. So I don't know. It's
Well,
still a
maybe that's
lot.
just what she's telling him.
Yeah, that's a good point. Is she waiting for someone up there, or is she like, why is she there? So,
I don't know. I don't know. We got a
Sam,
lot of questions. This episode was very fun. We got things going on. It's going to be revealed. The action will continue, and we will also get longer each week. We're at 29 minutes, and that ain't that bad.
no.
Folks, we love you. Thank you for watching. Thank you for listening. Any final words, Solo?
I'm excited for the next episode. I like you said, this episode there was some monotony or some slow points that I'm glad we got through. I do like the control room stuff. I always like control room stuff. So I like having a lot of players possibly involved and see
Yeah,
where they all land. Because I mean, because there's definitely going to be some twists. There has to be.
definitely.
It's hijack.
Most
So
def.
I'm excited.
Hijack.
Thank you for taking control of the train as usual.
Yes.
And I don't know if I'm going to get off at the next stop, but I'll be continuing this ride.
I'm high and I'm jacked. I'm ready to go. We'll be back next week. Idris, keep it together. Clara, not bad for only 2 weeks on the job. Peace out, folks.
Peace out and go to dvrpodcast.com for everything. We're covering Night of the Seven Kingdoms, and we're also covering Hijack, as you know. And last few episodes of Around the Couch, our football podcast, because the Super Bowl is coming up. So the season's almost over. Check
Nice.
us out. And if you love us and want ad-free early pods, exclusive pods. Me and Axel did one while I was in the car. We talked about life and food and got people hungry. Go to
Yeah.
patreon.com/DVR and become a patron for a couple bucks a month. And check out my film Behind Axel, The Star City Murders on Tubi and Amazon Prime.